Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be watching us. This is Jeff Pulver together with
Alan Weinkrantz. Hello.
Hello there, yes, and we're live here from South by Southwest show floor. It's been a little bit of time since the last time we were live together on the internet. It was actually like a year and a half ago in a car driving through the Midwest.
Yes.
But we won't talk about that right now. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and for those of you here at South by, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're not so hungover as it already is the afternoon, and we know. Anyway, so what are we doing here today, Alan?
We're going to meet people from Israel that are awesome. We're going to meet some entrepreneurs. We're going to have a government official.
Government official?
Yes, a real government official who's awesome. We're going to have a real awesome VC.
I think the word awesome is quite overused here.
Oh, okay, that's right. She hasn't pivoted.
She has not pivoted. Okay, fine.
Not pivoted. So, without further ado.
Please come on and we'll give her 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
Yes.
Starting
Jennifer Raskus.
now.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Welcome.
How are you? Thank you so much for having
Jennifer, we've been going back and forth and watching you bring these amazing companies over. Where are you based? What do you do?
Sure. So I work for Israel's Ministry of Industry, Trade, and Labor. And basically, there are 5 of us. There are 5 regional offices throughout the U.S. I'm based in the South, so we're based right here in Houston, Texas, not far from here.
Since when is Houston the South? I don't get that.
So I have a question. So on a Monday, you're doing technology. Mm-hmm. On a Tuesday, you might be doing water and infrastructure. On a Wednesday, you might be doing agribusiness. On a Thursday, you might be doing semiconductors. How do you do all this? What do you do?
Yeah, so one of the great things about my job is I get to learn about all different industries because Israel really is a leading force behind so many different things. In our office, we do split up a little bit, but I focus on technology and new media and then also consumer goods. So on Monday, I could be doing social media, and on Tuesday, I could be doing jewelry.
Okay.
And what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I am sleeping after a really busy South by Southwest experience.
So what is it that makes Israel, you've got this vantage point on the entire economy. What makes it special?
Israel is so special for so many reasons. There's so much ingenuity and innovation behind Israel. It's being called the startup nation for very good reasons. Basically, the Israelis themselves, they always love doing new things. They're always looking for new ways to take technologies that exist and make them new. So you see that in South by Southwest. The creativity that comes out of Israel is unbelievable. And the people are so excited, and companies in the U.S. are recognizing that. There are a lot of U.S. companies that have R&D centers in Israel right now.
So what was the inspiration for Made in Israel? What was the inspiration for finding 35 Israeli startups to bring them here and showcase? What was the driving force behind all that?
The driving force was we knew that they were so creative, and we just wanted to showcase them at South by Southwest.
What did your boss say when you first suggested this idea?
My boss was very, very into this, so he was excited too.
Did the entire Israeli government sign off on this, or how did you pull this off?
The entire Israeli government was a little confused about South by Southwest because they're used to sort of trade shows where everybody's wearing a suit and a tie.
Explain to them no ties required.
Yeah, it was very hard. Even though Israel, everyone walks around in sandals. For some reason, they think in America, if you're not wearing a suit, then
it's not serious.
Right, exactly. But we convinced them that the parties and the networking is really what it's all about, and this is really how companies can get their names out there and can get their ideas out there, and it's working. And we're very, very, very happy to have some of the most creative companies, some of the most creative ideas that I've ever seen.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
So let's accompany you.
What?
A real company.
A real company's next.
A real
yes.
company's next.
Great.
Thank
Enjoy.
you for joining us.
Thank you, Jennifer. So here we go.
Hello. Yes. Good afternoon.
And welcome.
Thank you.
This is Sagi. He's from Serendip Media. And what do you do exactly?
Well, Serendip allows anyone to be a DJ and allows anyone to listen to those DJs. So anyone...
DJ on what platform? On Twitter, right?
On Twitter, yeah. On anyone who's sharing music on Twitter can actually is a DJ on Serendip, and anyone that is connected to Twitter, is using Twitter, can listen to all those DJs. So we're basically turning the real-time web into one huge music sharing, music radio.
What is the URL for your company?
It's serendip.me, and if you go to Serendip...
How do you spell Serendip?
SERENDIP. And if you go to serendip.me/South by Southwest, you can actually see all the music that's being shared around
that
South by
SXSW or spelled
SXSW,
out?
yeah. And you can listen to all the music that's being shared right now around South by Southwest, and of course join the service and start enjoying the many millions of DJs that are online.
How many people are currently active on the platform?
About 5,000.
And when did you launch?
We launched in end of August in Israel, and we have a very big user base which is very passionate about music, mainly in Israel, but now we came here to basically
And when did the DJ functionality get added in?
Sorry?
Where everyone could be a DJ. Has that always been there, or is that new?
No, it's something new that we actually launched last week. So basically anyone that's sharing music in Twitter has a DJ page on Serendip. It's like a musical about me page, and you can share it with your friends and let them hear the great music that you're sharing. Even Ellen has it.
I'm using it.
You're a DJ?
I'm a DJ.
DJ Allen?
I am. It is like an awesome platform. It is so much fun. It's what I wanted to be when I was a kid.
Is this open right now? Can anyone just go on there right now, or do you have to apply?
Yeah, no, if you go to the South by Southwest page that I mentioned, serendip.me/SXSW, you can join right now and become a DJ.
That's terrific.
Great, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Excellent. Natasha.
Natasha, next up is Rounds.
Rounds.
I don't know
Hey,
what's
guys.
This
Rounds.
is like one of the most.
Why is the company called Rounds?
Why?
And good afternoon.
Hey, Natasha.
Hi. So Rounds is a live hangout platform, a really fun platform where you can video chat, play games, listen to music, watch videos, and do a whole bunch of interactive
By myself,
things
or are there
together.
other people around?
Pardon?
Is it by myself or with others?
Well, actually, you can enjoy all the features either by yourself, with your friends, or while you're meeting someone new.
Now, what is the URL for your company?
So the URL is actually rounds.com, and we have
As
a
in
special thing.
ROUNDS.com?
rounds.com/SXSW. You'll actually be able to see all of the snapshots that people are taking right now live at our booth, which is number 1322.
Also, I know you and her husband is a co-founder of a company.
Well, the hashtag art, yes.
Hashtag art.
Hashtag art, it's
But
a great
in many
company.
ways, you guys also represent, young couple. He's an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur. You both work at separate companies. He founded a company. In many ways, you kind of represent the future of the economy.
I'd like to think so.
This is on their shoulders, the economy is weighing. Okay.
Awesome. So that's pretty cool what you're doing.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun. It's good that we're both really hardworking.
Did
and
you
we're
ever think
workaholics.
you'd be living in Tel Aviv, coming to South by and being part of a startup?
No, I'm originally from London. I lived in California for 8 years, and I've been in Israel for about 7 years now.
How many of your friends in Israel are involved in startups? Is it true, like, everyone's in a startup?
Actually, the majority of my friends are entrepreneurs, work at a startup, or trying to start a startup. So
So it is true. It's not a rumor.
actually, I was at a dinner the other night, and I think it was you that said Israel used to be about milk and honey, and now it's about tech and money. So I really like that.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
So when did Rounds launch?
So we were founded in 2008, but we launched our Facebook application a year and a half ago, and we have over 4 million users using our platform.
Do you have any connection to the music industry?
Pardon?
Music. What does the music mean?
Actually, we just did a really cool partnership with We the Kings and Interlude and S-Curve Records.
We know those companies.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
We have an open API, and their new single, Say You Like Me, was actually integrated using our API into our platform. So now our users can play their interactive music video and sing along with the band, play, and enjoy the band, and we featured it.
That's very cool. So
Thank you.
what's next?
So actually, we're going to be launching a tablet application in a few months.
Ooh.
And we're doing a snapshot competition, so anyone that wants to come by our booth, take a snapshot, they might actually win a tablet with a
I
world
think
premiere preview.
There may be more people watching us live than you know.
Well, they're all welcome
So
to
how
come
do
by
they?
and
What do they,
try.
how do they? If you're in Israel right now and they're watching this, how do they follow up?
Well, they can go to rounds.com/SXSW, and if you want to see all of the snapshots, they're all there. You can vote for them, you can like them, and you can share them. So
Thank you very much for joining us.
thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Okay, now we're gonna
Yeah. What? How are we
gonna
say this?
grow a little bit.
Grow.
Grow up a little bit. Come on
Come
down.
on. Come on down.
Come on down.
And who do we have here?
Hi, I'm Debbie Levy from Carmel Ventures.
So, you're like a real VC.
Yes, I'm
You're
a real
like-
VC.
You're what the grown-up companies want to work with, kind of. Or
I think
well,
the
you
startups want to work with us,
Everyone does, I
actually.
would think, yes.
can you talk about kind of your role in Israel and also mirroring, sort of the U.S. VC community, because I don't think a lot of people realize that the number of either publicly traded companies or the number of exits that come out of Israel?
Sure. So Israel is a big center of technology and startups and innovation in e-commerce, internet, media, mobile, semiconductors. The list goes on. And it's important for us to have a presence here at South by Southwest so we can keep our pulse on the trends. Also, of course, support all the different Israeli companies that have come over and really see what they're up to and where they are at the moment.
Are you enjoying yourself here?
A lot. This is a great show. It's my first time. I love it.
When you go back to Israel, what do you tell people? What was your biggest takeaway?
My biggest takeaway is that South by Southwest is definitely the place to be if you want to know what's going on these days.
Are you actively looking to invest in startups that are here?
We invest in a lot of startups every year.
Have you announced any recent deals?
We have some recent deals. I can't say the names, but we've invested in companies involved in e-commerce and in music, and there's a lot of interesting things going on.
So when you're not looking for companies, how do you spend your time in Tel Aviv?
So I meet with a lot of entrepreneurs. I enjoy trying to help them, even if we're not going to invest. It's a lot of fun for me to help them with my background, which is in marketing, and really just spending a lot of time at events and things like that.
And I met your husband.
Yes.
And your husband is a VP marketing or a marketing director with
Conduit.
Conduit.
Yes.
So, again.
Yes, it's another entrepreneurial family, yes.
Entrepreneurial family.
Yes.
You guys, kind of like Natasha and Gilad, very much a where the economy's heading.
Yes. Yes.
How many of your friends are involved in startups?
Yeah.
I think the majority of my friends in Israel work for startups. It's just really hot there. That's the place to be.
So you don't know any actresses or singers or musicians? Everyone's a startup?
Not in Israel. Not in Israel.
No plumbers.
I'll keep an eye out though. I'll let you know.
Let us know.
Very good. Looking at where things are today, are there any trends you're seeing that we should be looking for over the next 12 months, like based on the people? Because I imagine you get to see the future based on the people who are coming to you. You're seeing trends before they're called out as trends. Is there anything specific that's really hit you in the last 3-4 months that you think maybe you come out later this year in terms of like wows?
So we're seeing a lot of companies that are working with algorithms, trying to kind of reinvent this whole new trend that everyone keeps on hearing, big data. E-commerce is starting to come up even in Israel. Lots of people think that it can't grow out of there, but we're seeing lots of startups that are innovating there, and it's very interesting. And of course, there's always many different social media technology companies that are coming up, and those are the areas that I focus on as well.
Great. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for dropping by.
Thanks for coming.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and go.
Okay, so you're going to a concert,
Yes.
and
You don't need to go to a concert.
you don't have to go to a concert.
Why not?
You just need to log in. You create your own avatar.
What's your website and what's your company?
Livingrid.tv.
You spell that?
Livingrid.
.tv.
.tv.
What does this do?
Okay, so we're creating a platform for hosting and creating live events where actually the performers come in and they broadcast via their webcam or their mobile device into the stage, into the center of the event. And the audience can come in, they create their own avatar, they come in with their social ID, and they're displayed at the front of the crowd while they continue and interact with the performers.
Can they ask for tips?
I beg your pardon?
Can they ask for tips?
Yeah, sure they can. They can ask for tips. They can throw direct messages to the performers. The performers can interact directly with you. You can actually host a real game event where it's hosted, or it could be lightly moderated. And it's actually creating a real engaging experience, both for the audience, for the viewers, where they feel they are in a live show, and for the performers, which actually feel the audience. You can also express how you feel.
So how many artists are currently using your platform?
All right, we just started piloting now in Israel. We've been doing it in small circles of communities, and now this is the time where we're starting to tap into the greater mass market.
Well, we certainly wish you success. Thank you for coming to South by Southwest.
Okay, thanks so much. All right,
Thank you. Yair.
Yair, this is Group Shot.
How are you?
All right.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Are you having a rough South by Southwest, are you?
It's amazing.
Why is it
Absolutely amazing.
Why is it, I think the words awesome and amazing should be banned for the next 3 days.
And don't say pivot.
Things that happen far away in Israel, much slower happen here, and they are so fast.
And I think things happen very fast in
I
Israel.
met so many bloggers today.
You did finally.
TV stations.
Where'd you find the
Everybody's
bloggers?
interested in our story.
Where are the bloggers at South by?
In the street.
In the street. 'Cause,
In the
you know,
street, in the hallways.
we sent
They're
all these
not going
people.
into the panels.
So no one's going to the bloggers lounge.
The bloggers lounge is a problem because everybody knows that there's a blogger lounge, so the bloggers are not there because they don't want to be pitched.
They don't want to be
nonstop.
pitched.
No.
So what is Group Shot? I mean, and you're what? Are you a macadamia nuts? What is it?
Yeah, we're we're macadamia nuts, but our company is called Macadamia Apps.
Verified, yes.
And we're doing iPhone apps. Our app is called Group Shot, and Group Shot is an app that helps you solve a problem that any parent has, taking family photos. When you take a family photo, it always happens that the first shot doesn't make it because one of the kids is not smiling, so you take another shot. And another kid is not smiling, and you take another shot, and so on. You end up with 5 pictures, and none of them is perfect.
And you're the magician that somehow brings it all
So
together.
we're the magicians that do the magic, and we make that set of photos. We stitch them together into one perfect picture.
This is
And,
for iPhone only, or what?
It's for iPhone and iPad right now. It'll be on Android as well later this year. We're working on it already.
Is this a free app or almost free app?
It's a $1 app. It's almost free app.
Actually, the right answer, guys, was priceless because family photos at work are amazing, and they last forever. So it's a priceless app. Priceless.
It's a priceless app. We thought about giving it for free, and but we decided to sell
But
for
I
$1.
understand. He did run an experiment, though. I understand over the weekend.
Yes, when we came to South by Southwest,
He said, "What if it was free?"
we reduced the price by $1 to free for 48 hours. It's Friday, Saturday. It was free,
And what happened?
and we had 200,000 downloads in 48 hours. That was totally unexpected. We didn't know what to anticipate.
I think we call
It
that
was amazing.
serendipity or joy and delight. Wow.
It was
Wow,
free,
that's
so
great.
we didn't get any money of it, but it was fun to get the recognition and
priceless buzz,
pride.
I'm
and
sure.
of course, it was excellent.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. You have I understand you have a new app coming out soon. Can you announce it yet?
We have an amazing app coming up in 2 weeks.
Can you give
it's
us a
going to
hint
be
what it
even
is?
bigger than this. I'm not going to tell anything because
All right, time's up.
it's
Time,
a total
time,
secret,
time's up.
Call
but I'm
security.
sure that
Call security.
you'll hear about it.
All right, all right. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you. Kobe.
Kobe.
Kobe stock.
Kobe.
Awesome. Hey.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you very much.
And well, this is Kobe. You're with who?
All right, so I'm Kobe, and I'm the co-founder of Gemstar. We built an amazing technology that actually can listen to real instruments in your browser and teach you how to play the guitar out of
What do
nothing.
you mean you're listening? What does this mean you're listening?
All right, so what we build is a product, is a platform that actually you can use your own instrument, whether it's by plugging in straight to the computer or by using an acoustic guitar like a classic guitar. And then we hear what you play and compare your performance to what you actually need to play. And this way you have an end-to-end solution for learning new songs. Like today, 20 million people a day trying to play guitar songs.
20 million people?
20 million people a day are trying to learn guitar songs. We have this data, and we want all of them to use our incredible tool of learning guitar songs, because basically you can learn any song in the world with our product.
What about artists who have fans who want to learn music? Do you
Cool.
provide anything for that?
Great question. So what we want to do is to create a platform for artists that creates more engagement and have a more like fun usage out of it. So artists can actually use our technology. We wrap it up as a widget. Artists brings their own audio and sheet music, and they can embed it anywhere on the web assets, whether it's a Facebook page, a band page, just a regular website, so artists can interact with their music. Fans can interact with the artist music better.
Now yesterday afternoon when you were at South by, you were part of a session known as the Mini 140 at South by Southwest.
Yes.
And after you did a demonstration, I noticed a real interesting interaction that took place with an artist and some fans. And can you tell us what happened?
Yeah. So what happened in 140
Yes.
that we had...
Of course, you had a guitar there.
Yeah, so we had a guitar, and then Jessie Roseblip came, and then you convinced her to play. And it was an amazing show in the end, where she played in front of 40 people. Jeff convinced her to play even twice. It was really nice. It was my first time of being a part of this kind of event. It was
Very serious. It
amazing.
was fairly spontaneous, and
Yes.
it was really special. It's
And she
like
played. We had like I don't know, like
a $10
this
amp.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way we mic it.
Yeah, you're miking it. Yeah.
A $10 amp that connected with a microphone to a PA, and it sounds
Great.
awesome.
It's
not
out-
great. Awesome.
Keith Richards has never done anything that innovative.
Yeah.
You were truly breaking.
Yeah,
things
yeah, yeah.
down.
We
Are
were
you
a
guys
part-
musicians by training?
Yeah, so I'm a musician. I'm a bass player, actually.
Bass player.
I'm a bass player.
So when did we start playing bass with Jamstar?
We started, actually, the POC was in bass. We will move on to bass after we'll establish.
You also simultaneously change change the pitch of the songs so one wants to sing, because the biggest complaint I understand is that most songs are written for guys' voices, and if you have a female singer wants to sing it, can you
Yeah, so basically in the near future, you're going to change the key of the entire song, so
move
it will
from-
be easier.
from F to whatever you want to go?
Yeah, you can change how many semitones that you want, so basically it will be also easier to play. Like some people have easier ways to play that tone and the other tone. So we are pretty excited being here at South by.
So who do you want to meet here at South by, ideally?
All right, so we want to meet artists and bands and guitar manufacturers that we just met, by the way, to cooperate with, and it's amazing because everyone is there, and it's exciting.
Well, thank you for being here. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, guys.
And what's
Thanks.
the website? How do you?
Go to www.jamstar.co, which is JAMSTAR.co.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, next. Who's next?
Um,
Do we have a next? We have next.
come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down. How are you?
We're good.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Tame you.
Welcome.
Hey.
Where are y'all from?
We're from Tel Aviv. I'm Avner, and this is Nimrod.
Hello, welcome.
Hi.
So, what do you guys do?
We're Deja, and we're trying to combine the simplicity of television with the power of online video.
Did you have an announcement today that I just read a press release about?
Yeah, we actually just launched our new iPhone app, which is live on the App Store, which we're very excited about.
It's called Deja? What is it called?
Deja. And
Spell
it's Deja.
And so if you just go to the App Store, you can download it?
You can download it, and it's an iPhone app and also an iPad app.
Is it free?
It is free.
It is free. Free. We like free.
Free.
Yeah, that's the best price.
So this allows you to do curation of TV shows or of video content?
So basically what we try to do is to create solutions to enjoy television without actually plugging into a cable network or the traditional media.
So you're stealing all this content?
Well,
You did not hear that on television.
one
This
of
is
the
not
things,
TV. This is the internet.
So
It's true.
So the first thing we're using is your social graph. We're harnessing that. All
So
the
my
videos-
friends are stealing content.
Yeah, exactly. And sharing content. So we're harnessing all the videos coming to Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, any website that you follow, your Google Reader, and we plug all the movies that come through that stream so that you can enjoy it when you have time to an actual long-form consumption, video consumption
lean forward,
experience.
Lean back, or how do you explain your experience?
We try to make it as lean back as possible, and we try to make it as dumbed down as possible so that, we don't like the notion of coming to your YouTube page and trying to figure out what you want to watch. I mean, what we love about TV is that you turn it on and there's something on.
Sometimes it's commercials.
Sometimes it's commercials.
Are there
sometimes
commercials?
it's
Are there going to
bad.
be commercials in your platform? That's not why it's free.
Definitely video commercials is
Ooh.
the way we are thinking for the future for monetizing this product. But
Are there commercials now?
no, right now they're not.
So use the product. Okay, good.
You know, I have a question. Where do you see where we've gone from cable to IPTV to more over the top to the big smart televisions? Because the type of experience that you can deliver isn't just for watching it on an iPad or an iPhone or a computer. Big screen at home, maybe.
Of course.
So-
I mean,
You're kind of a vision of the future, too.
yeah, I mean, we want to enable you to enjoy video content wherever you want to enjoy it. Even right now, with the power of AirPlay, you can use your iPhone as a remote control and just flip the videos to the big screen TV.
But it sounds to me what you really are, what I would call broadband parasites. That you are actually not hosting any of this content. It's my friends who are curating perhaps stolen content, but they have links to this content.
It's not stolen.
And you're simply, well, it could be.
This is family television.
And you're simply just providing a way for that information to be curated, perhaps.
Well, this is the most important stage right now that online video is at, I think, because there's so much online content out there that there's so much room for curation and for filtering this to all the different niche categories and niche groups and interests. I mean, this is really what needs to be done.
We have to wrap this up, but I appreciate you coming on. I actually in the past had personally did two internet TV startups, Network2.tv and Primetime Rewind. So I can appreciate the pain you're going to feel one day. But until then, enjoy the maybe the timing is right. I hope so. I'm also friends with Stevie TV. I'm sure you guys are well.
Yeah, they're good friends of ours.
Really? Yeah. In coffee shops, you don't like throw coffee on each other?
Well, Nimrod went with
Gil Ramon to Granada. I was with him.
Really? Well, so how do you differentiate what you're doing from what Stevie's doing?
I'll answer that. I think Stevie's they have a great product, but what they're doing is like turning your TV into a Facebook billboard, where you can walk home, your TV's on, and there's what's going on your Facebook, what your friends are talking about, what they're tweeting about, what the photos they're uploading, and so on. We're trying to we're trying to replace their TV. I mean, we're using Facebook as a platform to bring in content, but we're not trying to make your TV a Facebook billboard. We're trying to make your TV better,
so
stronger.
What's the user interface like for your platform?
Sorry?
What does the user interface look like?
Beautiful, I have to say. But what
do you have a remote control, or how are you actually controlling the device?
You want me to show it to you?
Yeah. So you have an iPad? You have your iPhone for it?
Yeah.
We're going to run out of time.
I don't know if they're going to be able to see it.
No, they won't, and we're going to run out of time. But
okay.
We'll take this offline. Thank you, though.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Much success.
Thank you.
So,
all right. Are we? Anyone next? Do we have time now to talk ourselves?
Yeah. So talk amongst ourselves.
Amongst ourselves, yes, we need that. Was there anyone else here? Do we have someone else for the? No? All right, we'll just ourselves. So, Alan, how are you?
I'm good. I'd also like to kind of look back on going with you. I've made 6 trips to Israel in the last 12 months. You've made 8 or 9.
We're not talking about that. The government, I understand, is watching right now.
Oh.
Okay. But yes, we do go, and our, we're going for why? For the people, right? For the opportunity to discover innovation and change, and really to be inspired. I think that when you're walking down Rothschild, and you can just randomly run into one startup after the other, it's fairly amazing. And it truly is a world where nothing is impossible.
Yeah, and also this June, 140.
We have a conference in New York City, which embraces the social web, looks at the effects of the real-time internet on people and on life, and it really is a coming together of a worldwide community. What's incredible is people will fly 23 hours to talk for 10 minutes on our stage, which I think is pretty amazing. And it's certainly an opportunity for people to be discovered and have their voices shared. And at the State of Now, we've had a chance to look at the evolution of the real-time web and how it affects both large societies and individual people. And when we cover everything from homelessness to romance to real estate to movies to music and so many other things of meaning. Because the theme this year is actually finding and discovering meaning, and helping people actually discover feelings in a world which sometimes it's hard to touch.
So I think we're almost done, or we're done. But I'd like to personally thank Philip Nelson, if he's here, from NewTek, that's making all this possible. I've seen this thing being tweeted up. Literally, it's blowing up all over the world.
But if we're going to thank NewTek, go back, because we've been using NewTek since 2005.
Yeah.
So the Pulver TV studios were started back in 2005, which was actually a while ago these days. And we used to actually have someone who was affectionately known as TriCaster Andy.
Right.
Who I named him TriCaster Andy because he was the only person who actually understood how to use a TriCaster.
But this is such an amazing platform where we can share this story. We have people obviously here in the U.S., we have our friends in Israel, but you have your whole worldwide community that's known you.
Yeah, I think a few people maybe have been tuning in because I timed the announcement right before we went live. So just in case, if there are anyone watching right now, wherever you may be, it's at Jeff Pulver, it's at Alan Weinkrantz. We'll look for you on our Twitter stream. Since
Wave
we can't,
hi, and we'll wave back.
We'll wave hi, maybe share a hug.
Yeah.
If you'd like to have any of the details for any of the people who you saw during the broadcast, we'll tweet out the URLs so you can find those folks. But really, more than anything else, thank you for being here today. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
But I'll tell you, if you ever want to go on a road trip with someone, take this guy. We 2 years ago, in the summer of 2010, Alan and I had an opportunity to drive from Detroit to from Cleveland to Detroit. Most people would take the short route, go maybe 400 miles. Actually, it was 3 hours. It was 3 hours.
We drove 3,100 miles.
3,100 miles. We took the long way. We did a 12-state journey from Cleveland. We did Cleveland, Columbus.
The mayor of Dayton.
Dayton, Cincinnati. Cincinnati, we went to Indiana.
And we went to
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. We went to a GM plant in
We
Kansas
did
City.
in Kansas City. We went to Omaha.
Omaha. We went to Fargo.
We went to Sioux Falls, Fargo.
To see, yes.
And what about Minnesota?
Minnesota. We went to Minnesota.
And we went to, of course, with the field. If you ever see the movie Field of Dreams, we highly recommend stopping by in that field in Dannersville, Iowa. That was a good place to go. Then from Field of Dreams, we went to Madison, Wisconsin on the day that 40,000 people were moving into Madison.
We held a tweet up in a furniture store.
In a furniture store. Then we did Chicago. Then we ended up going back to Detroit. We went to Michigan, stopped in Lansing at yet another factory.
Yes, and we had the head of the UAW meet us.
Which was surreal. And
It
then,
was
of course,
amazing.
we were in Detroit. So,
And it was special because I remember going on a factory line, people from General Motors, they're working on these cars.
we were kind of proud to be Americans.
Kind of proud to be Americans, shooting photos of each other, putting it on their Facebook page.
But what was sort of kind of special for us was the idea that while we were driving, we were never alone because we were broadcasting live from the car. We had our own little mini reality TV show live because in the middle of nowhere, we still had mobile broadband internet access. And then when things were getting boring, people would Skype into us with video, and we would be visited in the car while we were driving 80 miles an hour. It was pretty surreal.
And what was interesting also is starting out at 6 in the morning, watching London come up.
Wake up.
And then watching Switzerland come online.
And there was
then France.
Because this guy here, he was the
and
driver.
Then Sweden. And then
It's
Israel.
nice. So anyway, the reason why we go on a road trip with Alan because he'll do all the driving.
I did the driving. Leave the driving to us.
And we can have fun. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of you here at South by Southwest for being part of this show. Thank you, Alan.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
And maybe one day we'll go back live again on the air.
Excellent. Thank you, NewTek. You
Thank
guys
you,
are
NewTek.
awesome
And for all guests, thank you.
this wonderful platform that you help us share the story to the world.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.